Hi everyone, it's Tony here from the Sunny Coast's very own podcast called the Referral Wave, Riding the Tide to Success. By day, I've got a business called Drive Connect Car Brokers, but today I'm joined by Miranda from Bravo Accountants, and we're going to talk all things accounting and anything else that comes by. How are you, Miranda?
Yeah, good. Thanks, Tony. How are you?
Yeah, great. Look, thanks for being on. How's the office today? Busy?
Yeah, pretty busy.
As we were talking a bit off air, always busy and always looking for staff. So it seems to be a bit of a thing on the coast, doesn't it? But
Yeah.
hey, look, let's get right into it. Can you tell us a little bit about your business and what Bravo Accountants does, who you cater for, that sort of thing?
Yeah. We mainly focus on small to medium-sized businesses. Um, and with, I suppose, our real target is health professionals, manufacturers, and yeah, businesses that are just wanting to grow, really. So we help them with their goal setting and how different ways, like strategies to achieve those goals. Help them with their pricing, budgeting, cash flow forecasting. Um, yeah, that's about it.
And I guess that would be important, right? Because you in that sort of tradie space, where most people start up businesses, a lot of times they've worked for people themselves and then they go out on their own and it becomes this whole wide world, doesn't it? All of a sudden you got this money coming in and you got to pay tax, you've got employees. Now the super changes. Is that I think it's July in this financial year.
Yeah.
So all these things it can be seem like such a great idea to go out on your own and do that, but when the minefield comes home of everything that you've got to do, it can be a bit daunting.
Yeah, that's right. We get a lot of tradies that come in and, as you say, they've sort of just been on the tools and really need that help of behind the scenes of how much that they should be charging, and yeah, what I suppose type of like team members that they should be employing as well, because a lot of business owners want to start a business so that they're have more flexibility in their life, but then they end up working more than they wanted to be in the first place.
And you could have earned more money staying with the person you were working with. Yeah,
Yeah.
chasing the dream. Hey, so is it fair to say that like startup businesses and that are good for you? Like you'd like dealing with startups?
Yes, definitely startups, because then we can get them on the right path from day one, the right structure, because we get, a lot of businesses we need to restructure because they're sort of in the wrong entity for tax purposes or asset protection purposes. And then we can get them set up on zero, get all their habits in place with different bank accounts, saving, putting money aside for GST, super, tax, and yeah, sort of out of that spending mindset, really.
Yeah, yeah. Out of that, I've got it in my account. We should spend it.
Yeah.
Um, So, is it fair to say that in your network of people, that if you've got a startup that comes to you, you can point them in the right direction with like HR or law people or other, have you got those networks at your disposal? Obviously, being
Yes.
BNI, you would, but you can point them in that direction as well.
Yeah, definitely. We have huge range of people that we can refer them to.
Yeah, good. How many people you got on the team there now?
At the moment, it's dropped down to two of us.
Yeah,
But yeah, we're advertising for receptionist,
yeah.
and I suppose we'll see how we go with that. But probably, as the tax year gets a bit busier, we might get another junior on board.
So I guess the key there is very hands-on. So if they're coming to see you guys, you're dealing, what I mean, you're not coming to see a partner and then getting put off to someone else underneath. They're coming to see you, they're dealing with you the whole way.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, correct. Oh, that's the best way to be. Hey, listen, what led you to joining BNI? I know you've been in it for a little while now. How long?
Yeah. 2.5 years, I would say. So I really just wanted to build, my relationships with lawyers, financial planners, brokers, so that I had people that I could trust to send my clients to, instead of just letting my clients sort of Google random people. So I really wanted to build sort of a network of referral partners, and then also wanting to build my own business as well.
Yeah, and we talked about that a little bit before. I guess that is one of the key points, isn't it? Works really well that if you know someone from another chapter that is a lawyer and one of your employees, they need to talk to them, you sort of know, that the lawyer, the person that's coming to you with their business, so you can make it all gel together really, really well, can't you?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the key to that. And it saves a lot of time and money too, doesn't it? You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
because you know that your client's details as well. So you can have discussions with a lawyer. Otherwise, you're talking to someone you don't know, you're going over old ground, and so it does become a lot cheaper and a lot more time and cost effective for me as a small business owner just to come directly to you because you've got the network as well, right?
Yeah, definitely. I even had this situation the last couple of weeks. I've got a client wanting to buy a business, and he was using his own finance broker, and they were just mucking around. And I finally sort of stepped in and said, you know, I'll introduce you to someone else and see what can happen. And they got the finance all sorted within like a few days, and my client was so happy, and like it just reflects really well back on Bravo accountants.
Yeah, and it does because you're helping solve the problem, right? And it's one of those podcasts that I've listened to Ivan do. It's like if you're looking for an idea or referral or something like that, it's like people either bragging that they want to buy something and go on holiday or whatever, or complaining. It's
Yeah,
exactly that, isn't it? Someone's there going, "Oh, this mortgage broker's stuffing me around." It's like, hey, geez, I know like five of them in BNI and the Sunshine Coast alone. Let me hook you up
yeah.
with a couple. So yeah, no, well done. Hey, can you tell me a little bit about how you use BNI to enhance your networking and how that's led to helping get referrals for your business, apart from the case we just talked about?
Yes. Well, yeah, I suppose I've got, yeah,
Plenty.
lots and lots of cases of where I can refer clients to sort of multiple people. But yeah, I suppose BNI in general has really helped me with my public speaking. And because, I'm sort of the typical quiet, introverted accountant. And it's made me work on my public speaking, which then in turn I've found it a lot easier to hold those meetings with clients and be, I suppose, the person to hold the floor instead of the client taking over the meeting.
Yeah.
It's been really good, sort of personally.
You hear that a lot. You hear that a lot. And even I've seen it in our chapter and in other chapters where people join and they are a bit quiet because in that, I mean, not everyone has done that or whatever. And then a year or so after BNI, they're 45 seconds as sharp, and as you said, they're holding better client meetings and becoming better salesmen of themselves too. Like talk about their business better, just even if it's in a normal forum, like you just get to talk about your business better and be more confident about it too. So yeah,
Mm.
no, that's fantastic. Um, how has BNI helped you solve any problems that you've faced in your business? Can you talk about
Um, oh yeah, so many. I've used a lot of different businesses in BNI, from HR, lawyers, phone
that?
and internet, um, and then also just the general network sphere of professionals that I can then refer all my clients to.
Yeah, and people listen to this podcast regularly. I'm sure there's like four or five of them, but I always call it my own personal Google. I love it. It's just you don't have to go outside of it. And if you don't know someone, then you just ring the next person and they'll know for you. Yeah,
Yeah.
it works very, very well. So when it comes to your success in BNI, have you got a standout story for us?
Um, I couldn't really think of one specific standout story, but yeah, I do have, I suppose, so many stories like that one I mentioned where, um, I've been able to refer sort of a single business client to, 3 or 4 different people, and yeah, just makes, I suppose, my client's experience so much better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing worse as a business. Doesn't and I don't think it matters whether you're an accountant or car broken like we do or whatever, but there's nothing worse than when you've got a client that needs something that you don't directly have just to let them go out in the wind. And I
Yeah.
find that, in myself, if someone comes to me and they want car finance as well, right? So I will be like really trying to get them hooked up with someone really good in car finance because I don't want them just to go back in the world. And I guess accountancy might be the same because if they go and find their own solicitor, then he goes, oh yeah, I can do this, this, and this, but hey, I've got an accountant as well, and you don't want to risk
Mm.
losing. I don't know. That's the way I think of it anyway. So again, I think that's one of the real positives about BNI is that if you've got a client come to you, it's like, no, 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 don't worry about that. Don't, put your phone down, put Google down. I can help you here. So it gives you confidence in your own business, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's good. All right. So given your journey to date in BNI, what's one bit of advice you'd give someone that was looking to join or a new member?
Um, I suppose, s- yeah, starting off, like making sure you get your MSP training done sort of straight away, because it gives you so many hints and tips about, the weekly presentation, one-to-ones, um, and just general, I suppose, networking stuff that I didn't really know, like body language, things like that. And yeah, once you've got all of that, then you can start sort of having your one-to-ones and building those relationships. And yeah, I feel like those relationships are, I suppose, the most important part about BNI and my business.
I'm
Yeah.
not sure I've had anyone answer that question with do your MSP before. And I think it could have very well be the best answer we've ever had. Without without with all due respect to everyone else that answered it. But Eddie, you're right. It is so important because it does. And even that thing you touched on, body language. For someone like me that sold stuff to people all their life, I get it, right? But
Yeah.
in your instance, for someone that hasn't had that sales experience for like 30 odd years, you don't get that. So to read that in the MSP and know those sort of things, it's so vitally important. And now I'm not saying I knew everything MSP. There was things in there that what I mean, I learned heaps out of it, and it really brings together how the system works, and it makes it click in your head, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, I suppose if you sort of are following all the steps, um, then that's why BNI does work.
Yes, and and
Mm.
and it's funny when you sort of sometimes and you hear people say it. I've heard it of a few people as well. You sometimes you go, oh, I wonder why they don't do this, and I wonder why they don't do that, or they could do this. But once it sort of clicks and you get in the process, it's a system like it is for a very good reason, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic. Hey, what's next for your business? We talked about tax time coming up again. Obviously, busy time of the year. When before you answer that, I'm going to ask you a tax question. When does it start ramping up and when does it start slowing down? Because everyone seems to go, oh, it's tax time and end of year. But give us some ideas. When does it start to ramp up?
Um, oh, I suppose it's busy or sort of all the time because businesses have usually until like March or May to lodge their tax. So it's always coming in, work's always coming in for compliance. And then we've always got the BASs. But yes, I suppose individual tax returns and also businesses wanting to change accountants, that I find that's usually around um, July to September, so quite busy. Um, but yeah, we're busy, I suppose, all the time.
Get the last minute rushes to get stuff done before June 30, I guess, changes or
Yeah.
like that. No, good. Okay, so what's next for your business then?
Um, so we have a new service offering called the Bravo Business Checkup, and it's just like a once-off engagement. People don't have to um, change over to us as their accountant, but it reviews their business, reviews their past taxes that they've paid, profits, their cash flow, how they're, paying themselves. Did I say the business structure? Reviews the business structure. And then we give them a report about what we would change, and they can implement that or not. So that's what we've got, yeah, at the moment.
That's a great idea because you hear the mortgage brokers and that around go, hey, you should get your home loan checked up, like get a health check done, your home loan. But I've never heard anyone say it for an accountant, but you're so right. Because I guess people would get stuck in their same account that they've been in for a lot of years and just go with the flow, for want of a better word. Um,
Yeah.
I've got a mate that's a business broker, and he seems to think that when the people go to sell their business, all of a sudden it triggers all these things, that they probably haven't worried about so much in the past. But yeah, you're right. Doing that health checkup with you guys would be a fantastic idea. And as you
Mm,
say, there's no obligation, is there? So you can just come and get it done. Yeah, that's great.
yeah.
Yeah, fantastic. Oh, very good. Um, what's the one core value of BNI that resonates with you?
Building relationships.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just find, yeah, if you don't build those relationships and you can't sort of trust, know, and like, your referral partners, and yeah.
Yeah, no, you're 100% correct. You've got to build up that trust, and it's getting to know them first, isn't it? I was trying to think of the way they put it: know, like, and trust. So you're getting to know them,
Yeah.
then you trust them because, as you say, what we talked about at the start was people are coming to you to trust you. So then, if you want to refer them on, having that relationship with your referral partners is vital because you're sort of referring with your reputation at the same time, aren't you? So you've got to
Yes.
get that right. No, fantastic. How can listeners find out more about Bravo Accountants and get in touch with you?
On our website, bravoaccountants.com.au. We're also on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok.
Now, I know why you're laughing about the TikTok thing because you know that I'm going to ask this question. For those of you who are listening, you've got to get onto the Bravo Accountants TikTok page because I'm putting Miranda on the spot here. There's new content coming out. You've got to tell me there's more coming.
Yes, yeah. Well, we do have, yeah, we've got a few things planned. We've got a conference in Sydney, and next month, and we've been invited to a yacht party.
Oh,
So we definitely have more content coming.
all right. I thoroughly enjoy the Bravo Accountants TikTok page. So everyone jump on board and have a like for the TikTok page as well. Keep up keep up to date with the girls and their travels. So look, Miranda, it's been great. Thanks for coming on. And it's been fantastic and good for everyone to let you know about those couple of great unique services you got. So thanks very much.